You can kata your who say all you want, and you still fall victim to these things. How are two pastors talking about this thing, and not a single one of them blame the man? Oh, you know, the Russian man who took it upon himself to book a flight, come to Ghana just to come and exploit our women and take videos. Why is somebody blaming? Like, why are we acting like this thing is okay to do and we are blaming the women? Like, are we serious? Because if people are going to say that, oh, he did it out of his own free will, this, that, and the third, then we can also argue that the women also did it out of their own free will.
She will be in him or say, can you follow me? Or can you come with me? Na ubiri dinechi. Na the spectacle chani panere. Na wako urani hotel room. Are we that cheap? And don't be quick to criticize those women because there are more cheaper women.
Cheapest black queens. Only cheap. That's it. Are you who? Are you who? Who are you who say? I think you for you now. Young boy. Say what that you know.
We really don't like this whole cheap thing, because I feel like that's like the overarching theme of both of them. Their takes on this issue. They are calling the women cheap, this and that. Like, first of all, you can't call somebody cheap, because that would imply that the person has a price, right? People are saying women have a price, so we should charge men for our prices, right? But in the church, people are saying, oh, women should not be into prostitution. You guys speak heavily against prostitution. So which one is it? Are they supposed to charge the men or not? Like, would this situation have been better if these women were charging this Russian man? Like, I don't understand the whole point of this cheap thing. Because if you listen to Rev Oduro, he's talking about, there are cheaper women even in the churches. They are cheaper. Like, bro, you have women in your church who are actively listening to you. They don't need to hear this. Why are we blaming the women? It's not their fault. For all you know, they just saw this man in their mind. Oh, he's a white man. He's coming to help my life. For all you know, her pastor somewhere told her that she's going to meet a white man who's going to change her life. So indirectly, you pastors are also to be blamed, because most of these women in these videos, they don't look like baddies. Like, you know, I didn't see any 40-inch butts down. I didn't see any long nails. I didn't see any tattoos. Most of them were very well dressed, you know, modest, quote unquote. Some were people's mothers, like grown women, even the young ladies, they look very well put together. Like, they don't look like this quote unquote baddies that people like tend to discriminate against all the time and call them hoes and call them cheap, this and the third. If these women were not in these videos and we just saw them passing, we would never think that they were even capable of doing such things. They look like people who go to church, who go to your churches that you are currently preaching to right now. So I don't think this whole cheap thing, it doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work, because even in Apostle Ajiman's take, he was busily talking about I don't know, maybe me and him, we watched two different videos.
Now young girl has a short skirt. No more open the front, open the back, open the.
Because the videos that I watched, most of the women in those videos, they were well dressed, quote unquote. So clearly that is not the solution. You can kata your who say all you want, and you still fall victim to these things. So let's tackle the real issue at hand, which is the man. Because from the way these people are talking, you would think it's the women that found this Russian man and forced him to sleep with them or forced him to invite them over to his apartment. Why are we acting like these women are the perpetrators here? I don't understand. They are victims. Can we not see that? Can we not say they are victims? They were minding their business and this man approached them, talked to them. We don't even know the full story, because these videos don't really portray every single thing that happened between the two. We just see a part of it and then it cuts to where they are in his apartment. You don't know what he told them. You don't know why they were there. Like, please, let's be serious. We can't blame these women. They are victims. For all you know, he could have gave them this elaborate story that made them believe him and follow him back to his place. I mean, I saw somebody sweeping, the mop, you know, said, full wife material. Sorry, like, let's be serious. These women were not just following him because they are cheap and he just got to sleep with them. He had to invest in some of them. He followed somebody to church. Full church, the same church people are preaching in. If you had seen that white man in your church, you would not think that he's evil. So please, let's blame them and let's stop blaming these women. Fine, was what they did irresponsible? Yes, because why would you just sleep with a stranger you don't know from anywhere? You know, like, that was quite irresponsible. But in the same breath, they have their rights. They can choose to do whatever it is they want to do. Nobody should be blaming them. I even see tweets of people saying, we should punish the women. Punish them for what? Were they the ones who committed the crime? Did they film somebody without the person's permission? No. They should definitely punish the man.
Government of John Dramani Mahama will ensure that every citizen's rights are protected. And you cannot record a citizen without their consent and air that or post that online, that constitutes a crime under the Cyber Crime Offences Act, the Cyber Security Authority Act, CSA Act 1038 of Ghana, passed in 2020 by Parliament. So we will work on it. We're working on it. We'll be with my Lelu team at Cybersecurity is building a full docket. Whether we have the gentleman or not, I intend for us to file a full prosecution. We'll make a representation before the courts, try him in absentia, and get judgment if he fails to show up.
From his video, I see him saying, okay, he's going to try and extradite him and blah, 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 so that he can face, the full force of the law, this, that, and the third. But let's be serious. I mean, good try, nice try. I'm glad that at least he's not blaming the women and he realizes that this is a crime. You're not allowed to film anybody without their permission and then also post it online. Like, it's against the law. It's against the law. I'm glad he's the only person who is acknowledging this fact. But the guy is Russian. Like, do you know Russia? Russia is famous for a reason. No, they even have laws to protect their citizens. Nobody is extraditing that man. Unfortunately, apparently, even the US and Europe cannot extradite Russian citizens for a crime that was committed outside of the country. That's why I feel like he felt so confident coming here to do that nonsense, because he knows he has a safe space. He can just go back home and he'll be safe. Nobody can take him out of the country to question him on his immoral acts. And yeah, Ghana now Ghana, we don't protect our citizens, though. We don't. Hey, God, we need to do better. But I feel like this thing might not go anywhere because he's Russian, and once he's on his homeland, like, I really don't think there's anything we can do about it, honestly. But I'm glad at least he realizes the crime. And this is a news. You're like, ladies, please, let's be serious. Let's be serious. These white men, some of them are evil. Like, have we not learned from history, slavery? What is happening here? Please. Let's open our eyes. Some white man somewhere is not coming to save you. Please, go and look for a job. Government, please give us jobs. If we had more jobs, we'll not even be doing any of these things. Please, let's be serious. That's what I have for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you think. If you guys are willing to go to Russia and find our man for us to let us know. Okay. It's been Karen Jacqueline, your lovely host, right here on What They Go On. And make sure to come back here in the next video.